Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our 4th annual CAA PALOOZA. My name is Chris Heathcote, and I'm a student council president for the 2012 and 2013 school year. And a accomplishment of our college of adaptive arts. We enjoy learning new skills and making new friends and connecting with the community. Thanks again for coming out on graduation.
Well, my coming into this world was very odd. There was a dreadful snowstorm. I was supposed to be born about a month later, and I was born, thank heavens, by a doctor looking after me from the house next door. He was the top person in this field in the area where we lived, and had he not been caught in the dreadful snowstorm, I probably would never have lived. The ambulance failed to get through, the oxygen failed to get through, and little did we know that I had received a certain kind of brain damage as a result of this birth. I didn't know for a very long time. When I was 10, I collapsed and they didn't know why. When I was a bit older, I collapsed again and they didn't know why. So they scanned my brain and they sat me down and they said, the rest of your life you will do no hard physical activity. You will not do anything that is too much for you. You will lead a very, very quiet life. And after the doctor had told me everything I must do, my father sat me down. He said, now, you can do exactly what the doctor says, and you will have no life at all. I would rather that you died than you did what they said. I recommend to you, you give up riding a bicycle, because if you collapse again, we won't be able to find you, and you do everything else. Now, because of this, although I got into a good school, there were things I couldn't do. I still cannot read a map properly. When we have to do all kinds of things in the church, and they give the diagrams, if I've got to give answers, someone has got to whisper in my ear, because I can't really fathom it out at all. There are many things that I can't fathom out. But I was fortunate in one thing for my father. When he said you do everything, he really meant you will play rugby football, which is the English equivalent of American football. Okay? That was really all he cared about. And the only way I got into a college was because they wanted a rugby football player in my position, and I was very willing. So instead of 3 years for my degree, I did 5. And I got this fur hood that I am so proud of. And it was the last year they gave fur. But now I haven't said a word about my poor mother. When she realized I was going to have a fur hood and it would be rabbit fur, she paid twice as much money to have it made out of nylon. So do not go from here saying he wears a rabbit fur hood. I don't. But you know, we make of life what we can from what we have got and what we can do. Every time I have interviewed for a church, they think I go there to see if it's pretty. I go there to make certain. So this thing we call the pulpit is not too high, because I can't be in a high pulpit. There are all kinds of things. I mean, if I go to someone, they've got a high pulpit, I say, oh dear, I've got a bad knee from rugby football, which is absolutely true. Do you mind if I stand down here? And when I had to speak at the National Cathedral in Washington, D.C., and it was on television, my bad knee meant I had to stand right in the middle instead of about up there, because I would never have made it. And I am so proud of each and every person who is in here and who is determined to make it. I am so proud that you are at Trinity in this place so we can boast about CAA, and I do boast about you. I boast about students, I boast about parents, I boast about each and every one of you. I love to boast. Ask the parish. And thank you. And thank you for being so boast-worthy.
My name is Nicole Kim. I am the chair of the communications department, and I'm also the board president. And most importantly, parent of a CAA student, Saeed Fidela. He always does that to me when he's on the mic, so I got you. Today we're going to see a short documentary that was created by two wonderful, talented young women. There's a saying, how do you move a mountain? One rock at a time. And in 2009, Pam and Deanna started with one rock each, and they started moving it. And then they got 12 students to move those rocks. And then they created the board, and we started moving boulders. And the parents helped us move trees and bushes. And each of these students here, and many who aren't here today, also move boulders, trees, rocks, and dirt. And we're moving that mountain. And this film today is about that journey. So please enjoy Mountain.